Thank you. Well, so one thing I can take credit for is the word universe in the name of the institute. That's what I suggested to put, actually. I think you have seen many other ideas there, but anyway, so hence the Kavli IPMU today. And during this meeting, I've been feeling all the time this. It's been really amazing. And there have been a lot of reminiscence about the way the institute came to be. And this is actually the first page of the slide I presented to the review committee when we proposed this institute. And one of the slides I was given by actually University Administration is show this slide. And it talks about 3 institutes, WPI Institute proposals coming out from the University of Tokyo back then. And before this presentation, of course, I had to coordinate a lot and discuss with the President Komiyama back then. And he was very confident that out of 3 proposals, he's going to get 2 approved. And I'm sure he didn't mean us. This one was headed by a very well-established medical scientist. This one was also headed by a very well-established condensed matter physicist. And here's a little me from Berkeley, whose Japanese was rusty, dressed like this. So clearly that was not the one he wanted to choose. And who knows, we were really dark horse in my mind. And also on this slide, you also see what Tsutomu talked about. This is a picture of the Kashiwa campus, and IPM building is round. So that was still an early stage of this development. But out of this process, where 33 proposals were submitted all around Japan, there were 5 winners. One on material science at Tohoku University, another one on material science in Tsukuba, and here's us. And one in cell biology in Kyoto, and one on immunology research in Osaka. And as I said, these were selected out of 33 proposals. And it's clear the 4 other centers look useful. We are the only useless center that was selected. And that was a big surprise for everybody. So, I think it was really, in some sense, anomalous that you can see that all these distinguished faces of senior scientists and little me here. So it was truly a surprise for everybody, I'm sure. But since then, we've been on the rise. Of course, we have to make sure that we're not heading to black hole at the end of the day. But anyway, we've been on the rise, and here we are. So this has been an amazing meeting. And we had so many great speakers. And all these distinguished speakers, of course, this list is really amazing. This is probably an envy for any international meeting to have this kind of lineup of excellent people. So this was a great success of the organizing committee to assemble this list of speakers. Our alumni had been also amazing. And in addition to this quality of presentations and the fact that they are doing very well in academic career, one thing I really noticed is that they have been trained very well by this institute to be able to speak to a broad audience, not just to their own field, but they can really speak out of the boundaries to a broader audience. And of course, all our current members have been doing amazing research. It's been very exciting. And of course, we heard very interesting reminiscence talks this morning. But in addition to this, I was extremely impressed by these people. And of course, they are the future of the institute. They are the future of the science. And they are doing extremely well in producing incredible, exciting research. So I was very, very happy to see this. And all of this was thanks to the organizing committee of this meeting, in particular the chair, who is now over there, Hiroshi Oguri. So they really put together an exciting workshop which really demonstrates the quality of this institute. And I was extremely pleased with that. And ceremony was also very nice in my mind. And this is an amazing group of people. There were about 200 people actually in this room at this ceremony. And I'd like to notice a couple of things in this picture. In case you haven't noticed, this is Mr. Ono, who worked closely with Tsutomu Yanagita to design this building. And for some reason, he got the award. Tsutomu didn't, which is not fair. But anyway, so he was instrumental in designing the building. Another thing I can't help noticing is that, well, we are still predominantly male. We got to change this. But at least we can point now to 2 women faculty members here and there, so we are very happy to have them on our faculty, but we still need to work harder on this. And lastly, well, here's a grand-looking Nobel laureate David Gross, and right behind him, Masahiro with shorts and sleeveless shirts. And this really represents the openness of this institute. So exactly right. So I'm IPMU, and we learned at the ceremony that U stands for unusually happy. And I am unusually happy. And of course, we're looking forward for the next exciting 10 years.